And if more people hop on, then we will welcome them on here. And if not, we will have the recording. So if anybody wants to share this with team members or with anybody else, you can share this with your team members as well. So I am going to, let's see, share my screen. And as you guys are hopping on, if you don't mind just making sure that you're muted so that we don't have any outside noise. And if you have a hard time at all hearing me, let me know, because my kiddo is at home and he is watching TV. For those of you guys that don't know, he broke his arm on Sunday. So we've just had a busy couple days, but he is doing well and he is recovering. But I just love end of the month. And I get so excited just with everything that it entails and the excitement that comes with it, the momentum that comes with it. And one thing that I wanted to share with you guys, if you are currently at a time where you are not in momentum and you're like, well, this is great, everybody else is, but I am not, I want to let you know that momentum is something that we create. So momentum is a result of massive action. It's a result of being pushed. It's a result of doing something. Like, think about if you have a marble that is sitting on a table and it needs to go up a hill, like you're trying to push this little marble up a hill. If the marble is just sitting at the bottom and it's not doing anything, then of course it's going to stay there. If you have slow movements pushing it up that hill, it's going to slowly move. But if you take your finger and you just like push that marble really hard, it's going to go up that hill. So that's what momentum is. It's deciding, I'm going to push, I'm going to put in the action, I'm going to be the one to create momentum within my own business and create momentum in my team. So that's really up to you guys. Momentum is not something that comes to you. It's something that you decide, I'm going to be in a season of momentum. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to be my biggest rock star. I'm going to stop waiting for people and I'm going to do the massive action. And what that starts with is belief. Belief that it's possible for you. Belief that there's people out there who want your products and people out there who want your opportunity. And it's also going to go with belief that there are people that are going to hop on board right now. So not just that they're out there, but that they want this right now. They're going to trust you. They're going to hop on board. Because if you're going into the last couple of days of the month and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to do my reach outs, but I don't think anybody's going to join me, then nobody's going to join you. But if you go into the last few days of the month and be like, I'm going to do something the last 2 days of the month that I have never, ever done before. And I'm going to do this so that I can prove to myself I can do it. I can prove to my future team that I can do it. And I can prove to my spouse or other people that are in my life that I can do this. So I want to light that fire underneath you guys. There are 2 full days left. It is the morning of the 30th. So we still have all of today and all of tomorrow. And I shared this in our coaching group, but leaders don't stop working just because they hit a goal. So I see that Danielle is on here and she has enrolled 10 people this month and has been such a rock star. So I want to shout her out, but I also want to shout her out for being on here because she's already earned the tablet. She's already grown her business. And guess what? She is here and she is continuing to work. And I know that girl, she is going to work until the very end of the month. And that is true leadership and really what it takes. And I understand things happen, you know, like my son breaking his arm on Sunday was something that I couldn't control. And how lucky am I to have a business where I can take that time off to spend time with him and not be stressed out about work. But outside of situations like that, that are immediate needs, we need to be willing to put aside things and sacrifice some things at the end of the month and just know like there's going to be a busy last couple of days. Prepare right now that dinner tonight is going to be easy. Dinner tomorrow night is going to be easy. And you're going to make things as smooth sailing as you possibly can. So just a reminder, you guys, make sure that you are muted if you are just hopping on. It looks like everybody is right now, so thank you guys. But I'm ready to get started. Who else is ready to get started? Let me know in the chat what your goals are from now through the end of the month. And I want you to dream big. I don't want you to just say, I want to enroll one person from now through the end of the month. That's great, but why not 6 if you haven't enrolled anybody this month? And you guys, it is possible. I just want to share with you how like that mindset shift really helps. Like when I went senior Ruby, I don't know if all of you guys know this about the compensation plan, but I believe with senior Ruby, you have to have 5 or 6 level 1s in order to rank senior Ruby. And at the time, I had this large team, you know, obviously, like at Senior Ruby, you have quite a few people on your team, but I didn't even have the level 1s in order to go Senior Ruby. I ended up having to like enroll my dad at the last minute just so that I would hit those Senior Ruby points. So I was not somebody who was a rock star recruiter. I had one really strong leg that was like amazing and they worked really hard, but I personally was not a strong recruiter and I relied on that one leg very heavily. Well, that one leg fell apart and was gosh, 3 people just fell off. So like my level 4s became my level 1s. And at that time, I decided I need to be my own rock star and I need to start recruiting level 1s. And you guys, now I don't even know how many level 1s I have. I know every single month I have an average of probably 30 level 1s that order like month to month, but I have over 100 that order, you know, periodically, not all the time. So I have months where I recruit 12 people. I have months where I recruit 3 people, but that just goes to show you guys that it was literally a simple mindset shift of I'm going to be my own rock star recruiter and I can recruit people. That was the change from me not recruiting anybody for probably 8 months to recruiting 10 people per month consistently. So your mindset is a very, very powerful tool that you have. So Jan said, I want 6. I have one that's enrolling today and 5 to go. And that is so possible, Jan. Very excited for you for keeping that momentum up and doing the work. Christina said 3 more for the tablet and then helping my girls re-rank. I love that. Even when you reach your goals, Christina, you're still like, I am working for my team and I'm not stopping. There are so many months where I hit my goals and I stayed up until midnight, making sure that my girls hit their goals. And that's so powerful because you guys, when you have that kind of team community and that kind of work with your team, then when you are reaching for a goal and they're not, they're going to be more motivated to work for you and to help you because you've also helped them. All righty. Okay, so we're going to get started. It's Magic Week. 50 to 80% of your business typically comes in the last week of the month. I would say so many come those last 2 days. People are naturally procrastinators. This includes your customers as well as team members. So expect to set aside extra time at the end of the month to hit goals. We kind of talked about that. And then the end of month goal setting, I already asked you guys, what do I want to accomplish in the next 2 days? And then I want you to also ask yourself, what team members do I have that can run with me? So what are my team members' goals? What are my goals? And what can I help them with? And let's do this together. And I love this 5-year mindset rule of, will this matter in 5 years? So will what you're doing today matter in 5 years? If you're afraid of reaching out to people because you're scared of their opinion of you, you're scared they're going to get annoyed of you, you're scared they're going to say something about you, is that going to matter in 5 years? No, it's not going to matter in 5 years if Susie decided that I'm annoying and she wants to unfriend me. That's not going to matter in 5 years. If I hit my goal and recruit 3 rockstar business builders and 3 rockstar VIPs that are going to love their products, is that going to potentially change my life in 5 years? Yes, those 3 business builders or 1 business builder or 5 VIPs that are happy with their products that could turn into business builders, that has the potential to change my life in 5 years. So every fear that you have today or every insecurity, I want you to ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Is it going to matter in 5 years that I'm scared of going live on my Facebook? No. Is it going to matter in 5 years that I'm scared of reaching out to my kid's teacher? No. Is it going to matter in 5 years if that person's life is changed and they say yes? Yes, it is going to matter. So think about that when you're working, literally anything that you do, you guys. Sometimes I even getting into a fight with my spouse and I catch myself and I'm like, okay, is this fight really worth it? Is this something that's going to matter in 5 years? And if not, I'm going to shut it down. So just something that you can use as a tool in your back pocket for really any area of your life. So right now I want you guys to make a magic post. And if you have already made this, you can say something similar to this. You can even screenshot your post and share it and then say, I have 3 spots left, I have 2 spots left, or whatever it is. But I want you guys to make the magic post or update people on where you're at with that magic post and how many spots you have left. So that way you are creating a sense of urgency and you're letting people know like, hey, this ends at the end of the month. So we're going to spend just 3 minutes doing this. And if y'all have any questions on the magic post or maybe needing to tweak something a little bit, you can feel free to unmute yourself and I will help you guys out with that. So I'm setting my timer just for 3 minutes because we can get this post up pretty quickly and we will hop back here for our next task. All right. So hopefully you guys all got your post up. I know that I got one up as well. And these are amazing. I tell my team to do these every month. So even if you have done this last month or the month before, these posts are amazing to do that last week of the month just to get that momentum going. And you never know when it's going to be the right time for somebody. And we want to be there for them and offer this for them when it's the right time for our customers, because we want to do what's best for them as well. All right, so this is something that I want you guys to screenshot. I do this every single Wednesday. This is not just an end of the month thing, but we are going to spend just 5 minutes writing down who I've talked to about the products before, who has liked my posts, who have I talked to about my business before, and who has commented on my post. And then I have a few scripts that we're going to use to reach out to these people as follow-ups and as even first time that we're reaching out to them. So I really, really want to get to a point where we're like sending out messages. So I'm typically spend 10 minutes doing this, but we're only going to do 5 so that we can send out more messages. I love what Danielle said. I did this at the beginning of the month and it was great. I know that that has been huge for your success this month as well. All right, so I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. Let's just brain dump as many people as we possibly can into these categories. And remember, this is something that you can do after this call as well. So take a screenshot of this and do this every single Wednesday, you guys. All right. So hopefully we got some good lists going. And again, this is something that you can continue to do throughout the day. And I definitely encourage it today and tomorrow so that we can reach out to more people. All right, so these are some things that we're going to reach out about. You're going to think about, what specials do I have to offer? Are you doing a special in addition to what we're already offering? Is your upline offering something? So write down what specials you have to offer so that you can use that as a follow-up tool. And then, do I have a challenge coming up next month that I can invite people to? And if not, create one. If you don't have a challenge that your sponsor is doing or that you're doing with somebody else, create one. There's people even in this chat. If somebody wants to find a challenge buddy, just comment in the chat and you can find somebody that way. If you're on my team, we are doing a spinoff of Orange Theory, which is going to be called Pink Theory. And we're doing workouts, motivation, eating healthy, and taking our supplements every single day, and having prizes available with that too. So if you are on my team and you're like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. Go ahead and reach out to me and I will answer that. I know Danielle is doing one with her team. Anybody else that doesn't have a challenge they're doing, I encourage you guys to either hop on with what somebody else is doing or create one yourself, but just something to motivate your people. It could even be just your level ones and you're holding each other accountable in a chat and working out together and taking your supplements and all the things. And then I want you to think about, what problem does my network have that I can solve today? So that is something that I'm always thinking about when I'm posting or when I'm reaching out. Is I'm a problem solver. I'm here to serve people. So what can I do to help my network today that is going to change their lives? So Danielle said ours is a 30-day 5 habits. Love that. So tips while you're reaching out, you're going to turn your notifications off. And the reason I do this is because I want to send out as many messages as I can in a short amount of time. So that brings me into the next point. Don't respond to messages until you're done with reach outs. And the reason that I do that is because, again, when you're reaching out to people, it's easier to respond to messages throughout the day than it is to get your reach outs out. So if I reach out to someone and they respond while I'm messaging other people, I do not get back to their message until I'm done with all of my reach outs. And then I go back and answer the messages that have responded to that message. That's going to help you get a lot more messages out in a shorter amount of time. The next one is, don't overthink it. So again, this goes back to, is this going to matter in 5 years? Is it going to matter if I fumble over my words? Is it going to matter if I don't have an answer? Is it going to matter if this person unfriends me? So don't overthink what you're sending people. Ask people questions. So you're going to see in the scripts that I have on the next slide that I always am asking people, what are your health goals? What is stopping you from ordering? What questions do you have to help you take the next step? So always be asking questions. And then the last one is, don't give too much information. So I know when I first started, we would like word vomit. Somebody would say, what is plexus? And we would word vomit on them. So I always go with, hey, thanks so much for asking. We have so many products that help get to the root of the problem. I love to give you specific answers. What are your health goals that you're working on? And then based on their health goals, I'm going to tell them what products I recommend, send some testimonies, and then talk to them about the cost. So don't give them too much information all at once. Ask them questions that are going to lead to answers, and even ask questions that are going to help them come up with their own answers. Like, so what is stopping you from purchasing today? And they might be like, you know what, actually nothing. And you just sold it on them without you telling them the answer. All right, so here are some script examples. Let's see. So it is 10:26 right now. We're going to spend 15 minutes doing this because I want you guys to send out as many messages as possible during this call. So the first script says, hey, Jennifer, I'm doing this challenge next month. I need some friends to do it with me and hold each other accountable. Do you want to join? So with this script, I am sending a little graphic that tells about my challenge. So I know ours, it just says the name of the challenge, the dates, and what things are going to be expected. And then you might have something similar to that. I love this script because it's super easy. You could literally just say, hey, do you want to do this with me? And send over the graphic. Really simple. Next script, hey, Mary, I love chatting with you about your goals this month. I'm just following up because my coupons are expiring tomorrow. Is there anything keeping you from taking the next step? Hey, Laura, it's been so great learning about your financial goals for your family. And I know you can be a great fit for social marketing if you're willing to take a chance and work hard. Do you have any more questions before taking this next step for your family? Hey, Sarah, I saw that you liked my post about my pink drink. Thanks so much for the love. Do you have any health goals you're working on? So you can screenshot these scripts and you can use these really at any time, but I love these specifically for end of month as well. And we're going to spend 15 minutes sending out these messages. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat, or you can feel free to unmute yourself and ask away. All right. So hopefully you guys were able to get quite a few messages sent out, but continue doing this throughout the day today as well as tomorrow. And then here are a couple other things that you can be doing from now through the end of the month to really get momentum going if your team is already not in momentum. So number one is a team contest. This helps get everyone rowing the same direction. So for example, say you have a contest where you're doing every 5 people that we enroll, I'm going to give away a water bottle, or I'm going to give away a t-shirt, or I'm going to give away a $10 coupon, or whatever it is, like an Amazon gift card. So what I did a few years ago, and this was actually a couple years ago when I ranked Emerald, was I had like a little board that I made and it had different prizes on it. Like one was a book, one was a necklace, water bottles, different things that I knew my team would love and that also my network would love. And I said, every 10 people that we enroll, I'm going to give a prize away to somebody that joined and somebody that enrolled. So if they were the sponsor, they got their name entered into the prize. And if they were somebody that just ordered, they also got their name into the prize. So whether they were enrolling people or they were a new person, they could earn a prize. And that was something that really got people excited because we could send that little prize graphic out to our potentials and be like, hey, when you enroll, you're going to be entered to win one of these prizes, and you have a 1 in 10 chance, or however many you decide that you want to do. Like if you want to do every 20 people or every 5 people, depending on the size of your team. And you can do smaller prizes, of course, if it's if you're only doing every 5 people and you have a smaller team and you're like, well, I can't really afford to give away that much stuff, you could even do like a 3-day sample of collagen, or different things that you have, a $5 Starbucks gift card. So it doesn't have to be really expensive things. The next one is shout out everything. So if you have been around me long at all, you have heard me say, whatever you want to see more of, praise it. So if there is an action you want to see more of, you need to praise that action. If you see people hopping on calls and you're like, man, I wish my team would hop on calls, shout out the people that are hopping on calls. If you want to shout out people that are ordering consistently because you want other people to order consistently, shout them out. So whatever it is in your business that you want to see more of, shout out the people that are doing that thing. Praise the things you want to see more of. And then the next one is cast a vision. A good leader doesn't just know where they're going. So we've all heard this saying, like, a leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way, right? Well, so many leaders stop at goes the way because they assume, well, if I'm going the way, then my team knows how to get there. They know how to go the way because they've seen me go there and I'm leading by example. And yes, that is great and that is super important, but to actually show somebody how to get where they're going, you have to cast that vision for them, not just like, well, follow my example, and that's great and that's needed. But the missing link for a lot of us and why we're not seeing duplication is because we're not casting vision for our team of, okay, so if you want to get to silver, this is what you need to do to get to silver. This is how you're going to feel when you get to silver. What are you going to purchase when you get that bonus? How is it going to feel for you to tell your spouse that you hit this rank? Cast vision. What is it going to look like for them to get there? What is it going to feel like for them once they're there? And how is it going to change their life? Cast vision for those people and teach them the steps to get there. The next one is to schedule an event. So every single person on this call can schedule an event. You do not need me. You do not need your upline. You do not need anybody else to do an event. So I'm going to teach you in just like super 5 simple steps of how you can do an event just in Facebook Messenger. So say you have 5 people that have said, yes, they want more information. You're going to put these 5 people in a chat. And you're going to say, great, we're going to have this event tonight at 7 p.m. and it's going to be short and sweet, 15 minutes. What are your health goals? you're going to have a poll in the chat that's going to ask them their health goals, and you're going to ask them things about, what Plexus helps with. So it could be healing their gut, mental health and anxiety, weight loss, energy, better sleep, like just different things. And then based on what people are voting on, when your event starts, you're going to hop in that chat and you're just going to be like, can't wait to share a little bit more with you guys. My name is Mary. This is my story, and share a little bit of your story. And then based on what they selected in the poll, you're going to go to a testimonial group, or you could even search testimonies on Facebook. You're going to find testimonies. I would recommend 3 testimonies that have to do with the goals that they selected. Share those testimonies in there. Share a welcome combo that is going to help them with those things. So say one is weight loss and one is gut health. You can share 2 different welcome combos and just talk about the benefits of those welcome combos. And then after that, you're going to share a little video in there and just say, thanks so much for hopping on this quick messenger event. I know that this was super short and sweet, but there's a lot of really great information here. Who is ready to join? Or I have 3 coupons left for the first 3 people that want to order. And then I always do another little poll in there at the end and say, how do you feel after this event? And I will put one of the questions is, this was great information. Another one is, I'm ready to order. Another one is, I have questions. And then another option is, I'm ready to order with a 10% off coupon to host my own event like this. So they're agreeing to getting a little extra cash back, but they're going to also host a little 15-minute messenger event, just like the one that you just did. So how simple was that? Every single person on this call can grab product info and testimonies, right? And it's as simple as that. You do not have to recreate anything. So there really is no excuse. You could honestly do 5 of these between now through the end of the month. I don't recommend making them too big because people get lost. So just if there's too many people, they're going to get so many notifications that they're going to zone out. But if you have like 5 to maximum 10 people per chat, then you're going to get people more engaged. And I guarantee that you can enroll about 1 person to that. So that's awesome. Mary said, I've done one in the last week. Super, super cool. All right. So a next thing that you're going to do is you're going to reach out to inactive customers. And I recommend texting, or if you know them, call them. I would not call just like random people in your downline. But if it's somebody that's a level 1, call them, check on them, see how they're doing. Be like, hey, I noticed that this month was a little different for you and you haven't ordered this month. And I just wanted to see if there's anything that you need help with, or if I can help troubleshoot some products for you. Serve them. Offer great customer service. You're not calling them being like, hey, I just realized that you're only at 20 PV and I really need to get you to 50 PV. So I'm going to offer you a $10 off coupon to get you there. Like, we've all done that. I've done that before, and it feels wrong when I do it because I'm serving myself and not serving them. But just call them and ask them how they're doing and how they are on their products and what you can help them with. And then to people that you don't know as well, I always send them a text message and I just say, hey, my name is Janina. I am part of your Plexus family with so-and-so. And I'll add who their sponsor is. I'll add their name in there. And I'll just say something like, I could either say, just wanted to check on you with your products and see how you're doing. Or I could take it the direction of saying, hey, just wanted to let you know I have a few tickets available to our wellness challenge that is starting next month. And I thought that you might be interested in joining. Here are the details. So I could either offer them something, or I could just check in with their goals. So I'll just say, hey, I'm Janina with so-and-so in your Plexus family. Or I'll even say, hey, my name is Janina. I'm with Plexus. I just wanted to check in with you. Like, they don't know that you're not from corporate or that you are, but majority of the time you're going to get people who are like, wow, like this is really great customer service. As long as you're coming it from a servant heart and not from like a me, I'm going to hit my goals heart. Every so often you will get people who are like, oh my gosh, why is this person texting me? Like, don't ever text me again type of thing. And people have different perspectives on that. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to spam people. Like, I'm never going to call anybody else. But my personal take is 90% of the people who I send text messages to or call are super grateful. I'm not going to punish the 90% because of the 10% that's going to have a bad attitude about it. Okay. So I personally will text my people and text like not just my level ones, but I'll text my level twos and threes. I do have one leg of my business that they prefer just to handle all of their own texts, and I respect that. So you can always check with your level one before you text people. But I just think that that is great customer service. It's not being salesy. It's just offering great customer service to those people. You know, like when we're a part of, let's say, Ulta, for example, and they have a sale going on, they're going to text you 3 times the last day of that sale, right? So it's just like that. We're just offering great customer service. People are busy and we're offering reminders for them. So that is really all that I had today. Continue sending out those messages. Don't stop now. It's not over until it's over. Every single one of you can hit that next goal and can hit that next rank. Like, I will be super transparent. I am about 350 points from my next goal, but I will hit it because 350 points in 2 days, that sounds like a lot, right? And it is a lot, but I'm going to push and push and push and push until I get there. And I remember one time I was a part of this group that they were all pushing for Emerald. This was back when I was a senior Ruby. And they were all pushing for Emerald by July 31st so that they can go to Hawaii. And I remember being in that group and feeling so far behind. Like, I think I was hitting mostly senior gold points. And I was like, there's just no way. These people are so much further ahead than me. Like, they'll hit it and they'll get to Hawaii. And I just kind of zoned out and stopped working and stopped putting in the effort. Like, I was still working, but I wasn't pushing, if that makes sense. And so it came to July 31st, and I was seeing rank up after rank up after rank up after rank up announced in that group. And once I started reading the posts, like, these people that were hitting Emerald were way further behind than I was when I started. And I was like, man, if I would have just put in the effort, I could be where these people are. And so a lie that you might be telling yourself is like, okay, I want to hit gold, but I still need 12 people to hit gold. And, you know, Crystal might hit gold because she only needs 2 people. Well, you might not know Crystal actually needs 18 people. You know what I mean? And she's going to work for it and she's going to get it because she's working for it and she has that belief. So never assume that people are hitting their goals because they're further along than you, because majority of the time, that's not true. Majority of the time, that's not true. I remember the month that I hit Emerald, I was pushing, and I was like, okay, it came to the 28th of the month, and I remember feeling like this is not going to happen. And I had a choice in that moment of, am I going to go backwards and just like chill for the rest of the month because I know this isn't going to happen? Or am I going to push past that wall and hit that goal? And you guys, I hit Emerald on the 30th. It wasn't even the 31st of the month. I ended up ending that month with almost 1,900 points. And on the 28th, it did not look like I was going to hit my goal. So every single one of us, when we get to that point in our business where it looks like you're not going to hit your goal, what you do at that point determines whether or not you're going to be a jewel in this company or not. What you do when you hit the point where it doesn't look like you're going to hit your goals, is what's going to determine that outcome. So just wanted to encourage you guys with that. Crystal had a question. It says, this is totally off topic, but where can I find a list of ingredients? So Crystal, if you go into the back office, you can click on each individual product and there's a nutrition label and you can search for, or you can look at all of the ingredients in there. So awesome. Does anybody have any other questions? 114 from next goal, Danielle. That is totally possible. You just have to see, you know, who on your team can you get to even add one. You could do like a each one reach one initiative. where every single person adds one. And when they add one, they get entered in to win this prize. So just call it like each one reach one. We're all going to serve one person. We're all going to help one person from now through the end of the month, whether it's our best friend, our mom, our cousin, or a dream teamer. So just encourage people to help one person this month and to get one partner with them that's going to work with them in the challenge that you have going on next month. You could, if you have a lot of customers and not a lot of team builders or business builders, you can even say like, you can call it a buddy challenge. Everybody get a buddy with them. And when you have one buddy that's going to do this challenge with you, you're going to be entered to win this prize. So there is power in everybody just referring one person. So thank you guys so much for being on today. And if y'all have any questions, let me know. You can feel free to reach out to me. And I hope you guys all have an awesome end of month. Thanks, guys.